Just saw me, but this is Skillz once again with ComaCloud Gaming. I did tell you guys I was going to break up today's content to a couple smaller videos, hopefully, make it a little bit easier for you guys to digest and get through, and a little bit easier for you to watch in your leisure time rather than having to devote an entire hour or more to watching one of my streams. So, again, I do appreciate you guys. Welcome, and we're going to go back through and dive right back into this thing. Still have to go through modding our Warframe and stuff like that. I'm probably going to do that now. Look at modding, check out modding our Warframe and weapons a little bit further.
Well put together, operator.
See what we can do with
now
it.
get out there and
cut down the
damage and make the Lotus proud.
Damaged. It's a regular vitality mod. This is what I was talking about. That one's 30% health. That one's 40. That one has 3 ranks. That one has like 10 or 12. The undamaged version is a lot better and it scales better than the damaged version of the mod. I can actually show you that. Let me see. This is the damaged version of Vitality, right? We're going to go ahead and take it here. It goes from 30% to 60% to 90%. It stops. Oh, no, oh. 1, 2, 3 ranks. Okay, it goes to 30%, 60%, 90%, 120%, and it stops. Alright. The regular Vitality goes from 40 to 80 to 120 by rank 2. Hits and it keeps up going up by 40% all the way through rank 10 at like 400 something percent health. 440 I think. Yeah, 440 is where that one stops. So it's much better than the damaged version of that mod. So again, back into modding our weapons a little bit. So you touch on the damage types a little bit more and how you build weapons. This one is damage numbers are a little bit hard to see there. I don't believe there's a way to zoom in on that, so I'm just going back to the screen so you can look at them. Impact damage is its highest damage number, which means this is generally referred to as an impact type weapon because impact is the highest number. Impact is a type of status that applies via the status chance of the weapon, which you see down is that 20% number right above where it says semi is the status chance. Has 20% chance to inflict a status. That means if there are elements on the weapon, it can technically inflict that elemental status with that 20%, and it can inflict one of these damage types status with that 20%. Although the one that gets applied most often is the one with the highest damage number. Which is why, like I said, this is generally referred to as an impact type shotgun. Which means mods like this disruptor, are actually very good for this because it does plus impact. So right now, we're not really going to upgrade it. We're going to leave it where it is. It still takes us up, an additional like 10 damage or so. So that's good enough for right now. We're going to touch more on that in a little bit, but for right now, that's fine. We have a damaged Hornet Strike. We picked up some other damaged mods and Trick Mag, which is a not damaged mod, but it's just for maximum ammo. So out of these, I like heat damage a lot personally, so as just between these two, I like heat damage better. So we're going to go with heat. Doesn't add much, adds 10% of the damage to heat, and 10% of that happens to be 3.3. So we're going to go ahead and do that. The Skana now, we picked up some pretty nice mods for. That's the damaged molten impact, and that's the regular shocking touch, which is electricity. But we also picked up this mod, which is probably one of the most important mods for melee weapons, because it just straight says plus melee damage. So we definitely want that on our weapon, right? So we're definitely going to slot that in there. And for right now, we'll just leave that alone as well. We'll continue that later. Right now, if you notice, there's that little flashing icon up there above my options, which is up there top left of the screen. Can't actually move my cursor over it. But what that means is that we've qualified to take a test to increase our mastery rank. And again, increasing mastery rank helps improve the default mod capacity of your weapons and warframes. Increasing your mastery rank increases the number of weapons and warframes available to you to build or to obtain. And in general, and I believe it also increases, like, for your standings when we start doing those. It's going to increase your maximum daily standing limit. It does a lot of things. Some of that, actually, I'll show you right here what it does. plus 1,000 daily standing limit, plus 50 void trace storage, and plus 1 minimum mod capacity. So this is a very good idea to take these mastering tests when they come up, especially since you can only take one mastery rank test per 24 hours, which means even if we max out this mastery level, we will still continue gaining affinity towards the next mastery level, but we cannot take another test until 24 hours has expired. It does say that right here. So you can only attempt this once per day. It literally makes you wait another 24 hours before you can take another mastery test. So we're just going to jump right into it. You can technically go to the strata relay on Earth and practice for these tests when they become more difficult. Or if this one seems difficult to you, then please feel free. You travel to the strat. I'll show you where it's at. After I finish,
must be a master of all their weapons.
I'll just show you where it's at. Make
Prove yourself with your primary weapon.
It must be used by primary weapon to kill things, basically. Wave 1 is incoming. Okay. Again, the damage fall off on this is pretty gross when I shoot things.
Excellent. Continue.
You have to do this basically for a few waves. This first mastery test to me is fairly easy. That may not be the case for everyone. Everyone finds things difficult than this is one of those things. Facts of life, right?
I believe you can handle more.
Always take those out first because they're getting these enemies and shields. We don't like them having shields. So we always take out the shield options first. Extra shield makes it harder to kill. Ep.3 completed. Oh, that's it.
A formidable performance. This test is now complete. Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Like I said, this test will be difficult to you. If this or further mastering tests are difficult to you, I'll show you where to go to practice them in just a moment, as soon as it loads the next screen. That one was my bad, guys. I legitimately didn't realize that you needed to push the X button. It used to do that. It's one of their updates that they've implemented. This is the last time I took a mastery test. First, we're going to change our matchmaking back to friends only. Just in case. Whereas strata relays here, as soon as you open your navigation segment, you always have access to the strata relay. We're going to choose a calm instance because obviously there's less lag, less people involved, so it just makes everything a little bit smoother, makes the graphics a little bit better. So always use a calm instance when I can. Personally, if you like being sociable, absolutely go for a busy instance if that's your thing. These cinematics are pretty good. This is your ship loading in. This little mini map top left does help you navigate this place, but you can also utilize the fast travel, which I use a lot. If you want to go for this, is to Cephalon Samaris. Hi, Cephalon Samaris. That's the Cephalon Samaris. But you actually don't go to him, you run off here to the right. And here's what allows you to practice Master Rank 1 tests. It'll just let you practice them endlessly, which is very unique, which is very cool, I think.
A Tenno must be a master of all their weapons.
You can, of course,
prove yourself with your primary weapon
by pushing your options button and just going to abort mission. This is where you come to practice it. Gotta be extra aggressive because we have a shotgun. I like an aggressive playstyle. It's not
I believe you can handle more.
Again, if shotgun's your thing, aim for the max, it helps. Oh, hi there. shot to a one shot. Depending on how many pellets crit and stuff like that.
Excellent. Continue.
Don't be afraid to get that close. It's not with a shotgun. Again, we really hate shield aspers. Practice for a test, and you can practice it as many times as you want before you take
formidable performance.
So if it's something you feel like you might not be able to complete on the first
Mission
run,
complete.
feel free to
Excellent
practice
work,
it.
Tenno.
Practice it until it's muscle memory if that's what you have to do. Whatever you have to do to get through that mastery test, because again, you can only take it once every 24 hours. It does make it a little bit difficult to do sometimes, especially with some of the more difficult mastery tests, which, you know, we'll get to when we get there. You can walk all the way back to your ship and extract if you want. I feel like using the options menu is a bit better and a bit faster, so that's what I do. And again, guys, please bear in mind that no matter what I do, one of the most beautiful things about Warframe is the fact that it's such a versatile game, and there's literally a Warframe and a weapon type and one of everything out there for everyone. I've never seen anybody that could pick up Warframe and not find something to play with. So if that is an issue, let me know, but most of the time I've never seen it be an issue for anyone, ever. If you're having trouble finding a Warframe or a weapon to play, absolutely leave it in the comment section, and I'll do what I can to stream something that may help you guys out. So we come back to here, obviously. We have now done more of these. We still have to defeat the Eximus enemies and attach 4 mods to a single Warframe or weapon. Let's try to do a different type of mission for you guys. Maybe a capture, no. Trying to find something that might have some Eximus enemies in it. Can't get to any of these yet. Oh, you have to unlock the planes first. I get it. They did that on purpose, which is fine. Let me see. Cameras. Spy. It's okay. The story mission is the Venus Junction, so we're just gonna go back to the defense. Oh, actually, we're gonna see if my settings worked. I'll put it back on public. If it didn't, I'll just mute everybody again. And if that happens, I do apologize in advance. But again, this is a lot easier with other people in your squad, so we're gonna try it that way first. Oh, and I do apologize for the amount of background noise that was in my sound last time around. I did try to do everything I can to mitigate that this time. Join, it's already instituted. We don't have the frost bubble this time, so we have to this time we did get stuck with a bunch of other asterisk 1s and 0s. That's why it's a little bit more difficult to figure out.
Reinforcements available. Do you choose to leave now or continue fighting?
Again, we try
Continue to
to
defend.
at least.
You will be rewarded for your bravery.
Plus your rewards don't be good, so 10 waves or more, so try to keep it 10 waves or more when you game. May not be able to do more than 10 with this team, but that's fine. Same button for reloading and is the blind to square. So sometimes you actually have to blind to try to reload.
What's one of glamour?
Doing pretty well, so maybe we can put that out a little bit. missions, you're supposed to not let this die. This health bar is over here underneath the mini-map. What's your objective? Is just defend that target. That's it. Target dies. No matter how many enemies you kill. Oh, nice. Critical chance for a shotgun. I don't think I'm currently on a critical chance shotgun.
Extraction is ready. Unless you can handle more of the enemy.
Extract and cut this right now. After I explain a little bit more of why I'm doing what I'm doing.
We're done here. The extraction team will take over from here. Time to evacuate.
I don't like sticking around in a squad with people that I only meet up with for a mission. So anyways, the reason why we're doing what we're doing is because we need our Warframe and everything to be higher rank. As you can see, we've already got everything between 9 and 11 now, which is good. That means we're a third of the way there, towards 30. It's also going to allow us to just stick more mods on things, which is definitely a good thing. We're going to add a critical chance mod. Not that it's going to do much, because this only has a basic chance of 7.5. But for lack of a better mod, we're going to throw the critical chance on there. Oh, really briefly, if you take a look at this weapon, status chance of 6%, crit chance of 10%. Obviously, out of the two, it's easier to build more status chance, but when you have base numbers this low, it's actually better to build for neither one, just build for straight damage. But if you end up with status around like 20, 30%, it's a good status chance. And then you can start, you know, if you find status chance mods or things that give you multi-shot, will increase your status chance as well. Those kinds of mods are going to be great for building your status chance, which can be a very, very key thing later on in the game when things get a bit harder.
Operator, are you enjoying the view?
We're supposed to try to add 4 mods to these things, so we're just going to add something there for right now, to be honest.
Excellent armaments, Operator. Please return
Covered in blood.
This is extra attack speed, so we're going to do that. There we go. Gives us a little bit higher attack speed, basically, is all it does. And of course, Excalibur, our frame of choice. Just to complete the junction, we're gonna go just do this. A bunch of 2-cost mods, just throw them on there. You're in a trophy, arts will shape us. Maybe take a look at this. The junction will recognize that objective is completed. Now all we have to do is find those XMS enemies. Which honestly, we still need to be a little bit higher rank before we tackle trying to take those. We upgrade Excalibur because these are, again, these are very good mods. Put them on there to pass the junction. Stick with our redirection. Probably vitality. They're not damage vitality. That's damage. Okay. I or another member of our team will end up getting into actual build guides and break down why we build things the way we build them for you guys. But in general, I'm still going to try to give you guys basic explanations for things as I build them. Like Excalibur, touch briefly on his abilities. We've already touched on them once before, so we'll touch briefly on his abilities. Let's go to our arsenal. Press R2 to look at his abilities. These are his 4 abilities. Exalted Blade is basically like a really powerful, kind of ranged melee, actually, is what it is. Because it shoots out these, when you slice with it, it shoots out these little waves of energy from it, which could be really cool. And what you do with that, if you're going to build for it, it's a cost energy over time. So, because it costs energy over time, if you increase the duration, okay, then that will also essentially increase its efficiency and reduce its drain per second, because essentially what you're doing is increasing the duration of the effect itself, which means for each 1 energy spent, it would give you, you know, every X energy spent would give you Y value. Increasing the duration of that that Y value would is going to help reduce the overtime energy costs, and obviously just directly increasing your efficiency. The only issue with that is there's only one efficiency mod in the whole game, and so well, there's two technically. One of them just subtracts from duration as a corrupted mod. But generally speaking, there's only one just efficiency mod in the whole game for 30% efficiency, and that's all it does. So if you're doing for abilities like this and you want to reduce that drain per second, you need to build efficiency and duration. These here, you'd actually probably build like range and strength on these. If you're building for any of his other abilities, range and strength is basically where you want to go. What I mean by that is continuity increases duration, intensify increases strength. There's some other mods that one increases range. You know, I don't have it, but continuity increases duration. Alright, that being said, guys, that is it for this video. I do appreciate you guys that are watching. Again, my subscriber that's out there, I absolutely appreciate you. Again, guys, if you find my content helpful or if you like my content, please subscribe and share for me. I would sincerely appreciate that from you guys. If there's any, suggestions, comments, questions, concerns that you have, please post them in the comment section below. And thank you again for coming to my live stream. This is Skillz with ComaCloud Gaming, and we will see you next time.